Hi everyone, I'm Hayley. I'm always in the craft room, and this week I have had a busy week, both personally and sewing wise. So let's get straight into it with the Vogue top that I made. You may have seen a video I released on Wednesday detailing the construction process of this, but I need to give you an update and say a huge thank you to my commenters. So I will insert pictures of the finished top, which I just was not sure about. And I'll explain again what the problem was. It was too worky for casual, but too casual for work. So I was just at a loss as to where I would wear it. I really liked it, but I just wasn't sure about what it would be good for, if you know what I mean. And I don't want to make things to make them. I want to make them to wear them for hopefully a long time and get loads of use and enjoyment out of them. So at the end of that video, you probably could tell I was a little bit disappointed because somehow it just wasn't what I thought. However, you wonderful people gave me some great suggestions. So one of them was to try it with linen trousers because the floaty nature of the fabric might look better with floaty trousers rather than the ready-to-wear white jeans I was trying it with. I haven't tried that yet, but as soon as I finish filming this, I'm going to, and I will insert some footage. And I don't normally talk when I'm doing the footage to insert, so I'll just give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or as my kids do when they're not sure about dinner, halfway, maybe, to let you know what I think of that look. The other suggestion I did go ahead and try, and that was to wear it with indigo jeans. Ding, ding, ding. Even if I don't like it with the linen trousers, we have cracked one look because I was so pleased with that. So we've been busy in our personal life with lots of visitors, the last of whom was my parents, who, when they come to stay, usually on the last evening, babysit for us and let my husband and I go out. So we went for drinks, and then some more drinks, and then a few more drinks, and then for dinner. And I decided to give the top a try with some ready-to-wear indigo jeans. They're a boot cut from John Lewis. I think they're by Hush, the brand. And as soon as I put it on, I thought, yeah, I really like this outfit. And when I came down the stairs to go out, my husband actually did a double take. I mean, is there a better compliment than that? When it's a good double take, I will say. Sometimes you do get a dodgy double take, but this was literally, oh wow, you look fantastic. And how lovely is that when we've been together 21 years? So I felt great in that top. I felt good when I looked in the mirror anyway, but after he said how much he loved it, I just felt like $1,000,000. So thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you for all your kind words saying that the colour suited me and it looked nice. I really did appreciate all of your feedback, but I said be honest with me, and I did mean it. If I ever ask for your opinion, please don't think that I only want you to say, oh yeah, it looks fantastic. I do want you to be honest. So thank you so much. Right, that was the first top in my final summer sewing plans. The next top I wanted to do was with this fabric, which is the border print. It's a border print cotton jersey, I think, and I got the pattern out. I'm going to make the Itch to Stitch Idlewild t-shirt with either a short sleeve or a cap sleeve. I haven't quite decided. And the reason I haven't cut it out is because I want the flowers to be at the bottom of the top and then it to get navier as it goes up. And therefore, when I cut it, I need to be really sure of the length. So normally with a t-shirt, I would cut it out and then at the end, fold it, stand back, pin it, check it, have a look, try it on with a few different things I might wear it with and decide on the length. And I can't do that with this because the hem length is like the first thing that's set. So, come up with a plan. I made earlier this summer, I was trying to make a closet core t-shirt. It turned out I didn't like that style on me. So I ended up really narrowing it quite a lot, changing a few different things. Anyway, the finished t-shirt, you might recall from one of my videos I did about sewing for my holiday. I got so cross with it. It was awful fabric. I mean, just awful to work with, and to make my life difficult, I made 2 tops out of it because I had quite a bit. Anyway, I wear that t-shirt all the time. It has been the hit of the summer. Every time it's clean, I wear it, and it's the perfect length. It's exactly what I want this to be. So I figure I need to lay that on the pattern pieces and work back from there. However, it's in the wash, of course it is, because I wear it all the time. So that is going to be the next thing I do as soon as the black and white top comes out of the wash. The other thing I need to do this week, it's 3 things actually, but they're all related. It's backpack week. It's almost back to school here in the UK, and can I have a rant? So last year I bought my kids backpacks for school, assuming that that would see them through many years. I don't like to buy lots of stuff, use it a few times, throw it away. That is just not me. I'm all about reduce, reuse, recycle. Let's keep things in circulation. You know, I spend a lot of time mending, even though I hate it. So I bought these backpacks assuming that was us done for a few years. I've now been told by school they need a backpack that can take an A4 book, which they don't fit in the backpacks. We bought them. My kids are small for their age. So big backpacks, I feel like it would make them tip over, honestly. And this is going to show my age, but in my day, we didn't get onto A4 paper till we were in high school. Like, we use little exercise books. Anyway, it is what it is. School have asked us to do something. I'm going to do it because I like to support the school, and they've only got the children's best interests at heart. So we had to buy them new backpacks. I will say, half of my rage is at myself for not realising sooner, and either last year buying suitable backpacks or making them this summer, because now I think about it, I knew from July, so I could have made them if I thought of it, but I didn't. And they're back next week. There's no way. You all saw me make a backpack this summer. It took 6 weeks and that was one, and I need 2. So we bought some backpacks that are these. They do fit an A4 book in them, just very plain, simple, but they both chose the same one. And I need to know whose bag is who for putting snacks in, water bottles, etc. So they have asked if I can personalise their backpacks. Designs to be advised. They're working on them. They are very elaborate. They will need to be less elaborate if I'm going to be able to achieve them, because this is one of those jobs like my husband's infamous, please can you replace the zip in my trouser, where putting embellishment on this would have been the first job at the factory. Do you know what I mean? If you wanted something on this pocket, you would have done it on the flat piece of fabric, not by unzipping it and then trying to get that through the machine. I am dreading it, but you know, they're my girls. I'll do it, and I hope to make them very happy. So I've got 2 of those that need doing this week. And then the third backpack is mine. And if you watch my Friday sews, when I gave a recap of my holiday, you will know that I popped a load of stitches on the straps. So I need to repair it because once the girls are back at school, I've got a girls' weekend away. And I'd like to use this because I'm going on the train. So hands-free, it's only a weekend, there's plenty of room in this. It will be perfect, but I need to fix this stitching using the triple stitch on my machine. Thank you to a commenter who suggested that. I've had a practice with it. It's brilliant. I don't know why I didn't know about it before. I've also bought a heavy duty thread from Gutermann. So I need to do that, and I would like to make some covers to pad these straps because yikes, they dig in. So I need to plan that out on paper. I'll use this fabric because I still do have some left. Yeah, so those are this week's jobs. Now I've said all that, I'm probably not going to get to the t-shirt. I need to focus on the bags because we need all those for next week. So yeah, the other thing I wanted to update you on is my stash. So I don't think I ever have explicitly said it on this channel, but I have been trying to run down my stash this year. And let's have some story time. We'll go through the whole backstory. I am not a person who can choose a pattern and then go and pick fabric for it. And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm so fussy and so hard to please. So when I go into a fabric shop, say I want t-shirt fabric, like the day I bought that blue and white, I went into a huge fabric shop only looking for t-shirt fabric, and in the entire store, I found 2 I liked. One that I really liked, one that I liked. That was it. So I can't walk into a fabric store with like a jumpsuit pattern and find fabric where I like the print, I like the scale, I like the colour, and it's the right weight and fabric base for the project I have in mind. It's just never going to happen. So whenever I see fabric that I love, and now I do really try to love it, not like it, the t-shirt was an exception because I'm so short of t-shirts. But if it's not for something really specific, I try my best to absolutely love it. If I'm not sure, I walk away. But when I see a fabric I love, I buy it. And the last few years with little kids, I've had more time to dream about sewing than I have had to sew. And as such, the stash has got too big. So at the beginning of the year, confession time, I had 102 cuts of fabric in my stash. I know, it's a lot. And I do keep a spreadsheet of everything I ever make. I can see how many garments I've made in my entire sewing career. I can average it by year. I've done the maths, and that was 3 years worth of fabric. If I never bought another cut and carried on sewing at the rate I've been sewing at, that's 3 years of fabric. So that was way too much. I did a stash tidy video earlier in the year. It was one of my very first YouTube videos. I have not watched it back because I think the cringe factor might be quite high. But I went through all of my fabrics, and I did actually manage to get them in the 2 cupboards that I've allocated for the fabric stash. So that told me that even by March, I was like, maybe it was April, I was on the right track running the stash down, because at the beginning of the year, it did not fit in the cupboards. There was stuff on the floor. It was 102 cuts. By spring, I could get it all in the cupboards. Anyway, all this to say, the other day I updated my spreadsheet and I have worked it down to 72 cuts of fabric. So I'm very pleased with myself. Definitely more to be done. But yeah, I can really see and feel the reduction, and it is a weight off. Anyway, that was a lot of rambling to give myself a little pat on the back and a gold star, which is, gold star, which is probably undeserved because, you know, I had 102 fabrics. Getting it down to 72 is not that much of an achievement. But anyway, I think that's all I've got to tell you today. I made a list. I left it in the garden where I was sitting writing it all down. Anyway, the great thing about Friday Sews is there's always next week. So I hope you've enjoyed that little update. I know there was nothing finished to show you. I know I say this a lot, but I don't have a huge amount of time to sew. I probably have even less, given that I just wasted 20 minutes of it talking to you. But I'm so enjoying YouTube. I'm really loving all of your comments, and yeah, I'm just finding it really enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed that too, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.